Hi guys, welcome to New Pick Card Reading. So today we're looking at what is making you worthy of love. So we have 3 piles to choose from: pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. You can pick a pile and we'll get right into your reading. Hi, so if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. So we're gonna see why you're worthy of love. So we have 8 of Swords, clarified by Strength, 6 of Wands, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Devil, clarified by the Magician, and I clarified the Devil with 7 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles. Then we have Come to the Edge and Turtle. So I feel like you guys might not see yourself and your sense of worth really clearly, because we have the 8 of Swords, which means the unseen, something that you're not able to, something that you're unaware of because of your own mental limitations. And clarified by that is Strength. So this is telling me that you are an incredibly strong person on a mental level, on an emotional level, mostly. And this means that usually when someone is depicted by the Strength card, they've gone through a lot of challenges in their life. They're mostly people who have had really tough childhood, or who've had to learn a lot of really painful lessons throughout their life, which made them a very, very strong person. And I feel like you don't even see how strong you are because you don't feel your own worth. And that is because you've been through so many difficult things that you feel like you've made so many mistakes, or that you don't deserve to have a happy life or whatever because of how hard your life has been. But the truth is, just the fact that you're here right now, that you haven't give up, that you're still going through life and fighting, makes you an incredibly strong person. And that's one of the things that this reading wants you to know, in order for you to realize how worthy of love you are. Your dedication, your strength, your willpower brought you here, and you need to know that the challenges that you've been through, they weren't there to prove to you that you couldn't have better. No, they were there to challenge you to become a better person and to grow so that you can manifest what is best for you. I feel like you probably have a very big karmic debt. You've probably had a lot of self-limiting thoughts or patterns imposed onto you in past lives or in this life, and this made you see the world from a kind of pessimistic perspective or materialistic perspective. And all of these challenges are teaching you to see your situation from a place of love and from a place of open-mindedness and open-heartedness, if that's even a word. But the point is here that you hold within your heart an infinite spectrum of love. Strength is the biggest strength that you can possibly have is compassion and unconditional love. And that's something that people don't see when they see a strength, because for people who lacks a bit in consciousness of or awareness, they see strength as being tough, as not showing their emotions, as like the image of a really tough guy. That's kind of how people see strength. But strength is actually being strong enough to love yourself and accept yourself despite of your mistakes. It's being able to accept other people, love other people, even though they're broken, or even though they're seemingly bad people. It's being able to set healthy boundaries for yourself. It's being able to love. It's really just being able to love and be compassionate regardless of whatever is going on in someone's life or yours. And you have that. This is within you, and I feel you don't even see this in yourself. Six of Wands and Knight of Pentacles tells me that you are able to gradually grow towards success. You know, some people, they only are after rapid manifestations of their desires, but you're able to put in the work and to practically, step by step, build your way to success. I feel like you're definitely meant in this life to get recognition and success, especially in regards to your career with the Knight of Pentacles, and I feel like you're doing that slowly. I feel like it's going to take a lot of time and effort, but slowly but surely you're going towards that because you are dedicated and you're willing to put in the work, which makes you a very hardworking and diligent person. Now, like I've already said, with the Devil, the Magician, the Seven of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles, I feel like you've probably been through very toxic situations, probably toxic relationships, probably stuff with codependency and just other like variants of toxicity within relationships. I feel like you could have been born into a very materialistic family. I also feel like you probably weren't given a lot of love by your parents, and so you're kind of disconnected from your heart. And I also feel like you don't see your self-worth really much because you haven't felt really nurtured throughout your life, and so this made you feel or think unconsciously that you weren't worthy of being successful or wealthy or abundant or loved. And I want you to know that this is all false. If you've been through those challenges, it was to teach you that everything outside of yourself doesn't define your sense of worth. Okay? I feel like I've said already, there are those false negative mindsets that are here in your life and that were kind of given to you like a disease by maybe society or your parents or people around you. So, you know, thinking that you need money in order to be successful or be worthy, or if your relationship fails, then you're not worthy of love. Those kind of unhealthy, limiting beliefs, I feel, were put onto you throughout your life so that you realize that they're wrong, and so that you can shift them and transform them into beliefs that actually serve you. And belief that actually serves you are beliefs like, you know, you are worthy of love, regardless of how people treat you. You are worthy of success, whether or not you've had money throughout childhood, whether or not you've been supported. You are worthy of abundance and wealth. Just because you are living, just because of you living, means that you are worthy of all of those things. And I feel like these are the types of patterns that you're transforming and shifting. And this is why you've been going through so many hard times. It's because you needed to learn from those things so that you realize your worth, so that you realize that you deserve love and abundance and wealth. And I also feel like, I think I've already said this, but those challenges made you think that you weren't worthy of love. Even if maybe it's not even conscious, maybe it's unconscious, but the way that people have treated you, the way that your relationships have turned out, the way that you the way your childhood played out, made you feel like you needed to prove yourself that you were worthy of love and affection because other people weren't proving it to you. But what you need to realize is that all those events, all those relationships, all of those challenges, they don't define your worthiness. Okay? External factors do not define your worth. You define your worth. Yourself as a person, as a soul, as a living being, you are worthy. Now, I want to read something to you with Come to the Edge. Because this card here is showing what you're meant to do in this life. It's showing how you can transform all of this toxicity and challenges you've been going through your whole life and transform them and heal from them so that you can finally allow positive things to happen to you so that you can finally become the best version of yourself and attract the fulfillment and love and success that you deserve. So this is the card. You can read it with me. It's Come to the Edge. It's courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. So I feel like you've been learning to face your fears. I feel like making that leap, taking that leap into the unknown, which is coming out of these limiting beliefs and coming into this more spiritual, enlightened part of yourself, is terrifying to you. I feel like you are really scared because you have to leave a lot of things behind. You have to completely change your ways of doing things, of thinking, and of approaching life. And I understand how scary it is, but what you have to do right now is to step into this new version of yourself, because that version of yourself is your true authentic self, and you're being called to be and express this true authentic self, because that person who's open, who's aware, who's conscious, who's loving, and who knows their worth, that person is your true you. That person is your soul. That's the real you. And by embracing the real you, you realize your sense of worth. You realize that those things that happened in the past, those relationships that didn't work out, those events in which you've been disappointed or taken advantage of or rejected or neglected, they do not define your sense of worth. Then the other card we have is Turtle, and I feel like this is talking about your nature as a soul, your soul's nature. So I'm not going to read it, but if you want to read it, you can screenshot it. And so this is saying that you're actually a very ancient soul, and this must be why you've been through so many difficult things. I feel like you've been reincarnating for a very long time, and you've been through many lifetimes, and you've been through many lessons. And you're meant to go through those challenges so that you can learn from them, and then you can share them with the world, with people. I feel like you are strong enough to overcome those challenges and then integrate them in your life, become the true version of yourself, your true authentic self, and then share that new version of yourself with the world. And this is going to inspire people. The keywords here are ancient soul, grounded, trusting, peaceful, adventurous, and productive. So these are the main qualities of your true nature as a soul. And so this means that this is who you truly are, and this is what you need to step into, and this is what you're meant to share with the world when you're finally able to take that step, take that leap, and embrace your true self and let go of all this past shitty stuff so that you can finally realize how worthy you are, so that you can embrace it, so that you can attract to you the wonderful, fulfilling life that you deserve, and so that you can share your knowledge with the world. Now, you have to know that this reading was meant to show you qualities that you have so that you can see on a practical level, on a practical perspective, which qualities are making you a good person. But the truth is, every single soul is worthy of love. Every single soul is worthy a success, and all that crap that covers it isn't you. It's just limiting beliefs that were imposed onto you. And so here I've stated a few of the qualities of your soul and a few of the things that you're meant to be doing in this life. But know that regardless of the mistakes that you make, regardless of your past, you are worthy of love. And everything that you've done wrong were just lessons for you to realize how to transcend those limiting beliefs that you were brought up into. So if you chose pile number 1, this was your reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hi guys, if you chose pile number 2, this is your reading. So we're gonna see what makes you worthy of love. So we have 2 of Swords, clarified by Justice. Then 7 of Wands, clarified by the High Priestess. And Death, clarified by the 8 of Wands. Then we have Happy Happy and Starfish. So I see with the 2 of Swords and Justice that you have a very fair and balanced mind, which means that you're able to make very fair and just decisions all the time because you always see both sides of a situation. Now that also means that you could be indecisive, and I feel like what you need to shift within you is your perspective about yourself. Instead of saying that you're indecisive to yourself, you should say that you're very fair and that you can see both sides of a situation. And that applies to, trivial things like where should I eat for dinner, because you can see how good both of the options in your mind are. It can also be for more important decisions like what should I do with my future. It's like you can always see all sides of all situations, which can make it difficult to make a final decision, but it is also allowing you to be very fair, very just. You could be an incredible advisor for friends. I feel like a lot of people could come to you for advice because you have such good advice to give. I feel like you're full of wisdom. It's really just that your mind is really able to see everything and make the right decision. And so people can trust you and they can trust your decisions. Now, I feel like you're also able to overcome challenges because you have such a deep connection to your own higher self, your own intuition. I feel like there's this voice, or, however you want to call it, this voice, your intuition, a higher self kind of thing inside of you that you're able to listen. So whenever there's a challenge to overcome, you have the ability to go within and to find the answer for yourself. What should I do in this situation? How can I overcome this challenge? You don't need other people's advice really much because you have your own sense of intuition, which is guiding you through challenging times. Now with Death and the 8 of Wands, I feel like you have this ability for change, to go with the flow when change is coming into your life. I feel like you are able to, you're very adaptable is what I'm meaning. So when a difficult situation comes, or when someone, actually I just got a message saying that you could be really good with helping people pass through death. That's not going to resonate with everyone, but I feel like you have no problem or fears with dealing with any kind of death. So, if you could be assisting people pass through the end of this life to the next, like you could be supporting them and reassuring them as they pass away, because a lot of people are scared by death or by change or by those kind of things, but you don't. You just flow with it. You're comfortable with it, and you can actually assist others in that. And so I've talked about actual death, but it doesn't have to be just that. It can also be like major shift or major changes into people's life and into your own. You're just able to go through it because you accept it, and you just, you make the best of it, really, when there's a big change into your life. And you can also assist others when they go through those kind of challenging moments. Now, I feel like you're a really happy person at heart. Like, your true nature is to be happy, which means that you find yourself of joy and contentment within yourself. And that's awesome, because a lot of people, they rely on what they have, or what their life situation is, or the amount of money they have, or how many friends they have to dictate their happiness. But you find your happiness and contentment within yourself. You find it within who you are and with what you already have. Like, you don't need to seek for more. You're just always happy. You just always have this sense of contentment. This doesn't mean that you don't deal with like being sad or being down or anything like that. It just means that you feel content within yourself, and so you don't depend on things or people to be happy. Now, Starfish is one that I want you to read, because I feel like it's really important and part of maybe a challenge you could be facing. So if you want to screenshot and read this, it could be really helpful. But really, it's saying that maybe you're worrying too much about what other people think. I feel like you have a lot to offer, a lot of joy, a lot of support to offer, a lot of guidance to offer to other people. I feel like you're a great source of knowledge, and you can really inspire and guide people. But I feel like you're not owning your authentic self as much as you could. I feel like you're giving too much consideration to what people will think if you truly express who you are. Like, I feel like you're a really spiritual person, and that might be something that you hide from other people because you're scared that they're gonna judge your spiritual inclinations. This could also be about people pleasing. So, putting your own needs or your own desires aside in order to please other people, which can end up being negative for your own good and even toxic. And so this is about surrounding yourself with people that are going to make you feel uplifted, that are going to accept you for who you are, and not give out an image of who you are just so that people are pleased, just so that you don't disturb other people. Like, you should just be yourself and be authentic and find people who will love and accept you for that exact person, is something that I see. And so, why are you worthy of love? Well, here's the trick. Everyone is worthy of love. Everyone is worthy of love. And any bad qualities that we have are just coming from, wounds or traumas or limiting beliefs that were imposed to us throughout childhood or even throughout past lives. They're not you. They're just an illusion, really. They're just something that's been imposed onto you. But your true authentic self, in your case, is someone who's really fair, someone who's really just, someone who's really connected to their spirituality, someone who is really happy and content within themselves, and who has a lot to give to other people, who can be a great help to people. And that part of you is the real you. That part of you truly reflects the nature of your soul. Everything else, the indecision or the inability to be your true authentic self despite of what people are going to think, or despite of how it's going to make other people feel, those kind of things, they're just limiting beliefs that you grew up in because of society or because of your family or whatsoever, but they're not really you. Those are things that you can overcome. Your true authentic self is happy, fair, just, and loving, and this is why you're worthy of love. So if you chose pile number 2, this was your reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hi guys, if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. So we're going to see why you're worthy of love. So we have the Six of Swords, clarified by the Chariot. Then the Moon, clarified by the World. And Temperance, clarified by the Star. Then we have Whale and Tarantula, and then Y. So right from the start, you guys are definitely really, really special ancient soul. You've got in 5 major arcanas in your cards. That's huge. And you have such cards as Temperance and the Star and the World. I feel like you guys could be starseeds or higher level like beings coming here to like help people in some type of way, and you might not be aware of that. You might not even know about that, especially if you're in the beginning of your journey. But if you're kind of more advanced on your journey, you already know this. You know that you have a purpose. You know that you have something that you're meant to be doing here, and that's because you were literally sent here to do this. You're meant to be doing this. Okay, and you probably already know that you're worthy of love. If you're far ahead on your journey, or if you're like a bit more advanced, you already know you're worthy of love because you have this knowledge that every single soul is worthy of love. But if you don't have this knowledge just yet, let me tell you a bit more about yourself so that you understand how worthy of love you are. So with the Six of Swords and the Chariot, I feel like you have a lot of drive. You definitely have a purpose. The Chariot is someone who's really motivated. It's someone who's able to overcome challenges. It's someone who brings opposite together. So you could be caught between two worlds. You could be caught between, material world and spiritual world, or a certain type of belief with another type of belief. But the Chariot, he uses both of those sides of things, and he moves forwards with it. This person is able to create and move forward in life even through duality, and that's one of their biggest quality. So this means, especially since I feel like you could be a starseed or this kind of spiritual being, you could have a tangent or duality in your life within yourself with the material and the spiritual. And so part of your purpose is probably to take both of these elements and bring them together so that you can move forward and accomplish what you're meant to be doing in this life. This could also be that you have a double mission. We often see that starseeds have, these types of beings have a double mission, which means that on one side, they have to grow as a person, as a soul, and overcome their own challenges in their own life, in their own being. And on the other side, they also have to share all of this and teach something to the world so that the world can grow and advance. And I feel like you could also be meant to do this. So grow as a being yourself and also teach people and share your wisdom so that other people can grow with you. With the Moon and the World, I feel like you're meant to discover a lot of the secrets of this world. I feel like, the world as a bunch of laws and just ways of being, and I feel like you're meant to discover those secrets. So the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect, like all of these types of things, if you dive into it, you're going to discover a lot of it, and it's going to make you grow as a person, and it's going to make you become this really complete and whole person, which is the best version of yourself. So through illusion, through doubts and fears and everything that's kind of blurry in your life or in life in general, you're meant to uncover the truth behind it. And by uncovering this truth, you're becoming the best version of yourself. You're becoming this really wise and whole person with so much knowledge and so much to teach. Temperance in the Star, I feel like you could be a healer. I feel like as you heal yourself, you heal others, and as you heal yourself and heal others, you're making your life purpose come true. And so I feel part of your life purpose is to teach and heal people. I know you didn't come here for a life purpose reading, but this whole thing here is showing you how much worthy of love you are. You have so much to give. You're an incredible soul. You have so much knowledge and so much that you can teach to other people. You have so much to be recognized for, so much to be appreciated for. Yourself as a being is full of potential, full of love to give, full of wisdom to give. And all of this is you. All of this is literally the nature of your soul. And so if with all of this you don't realize that you're worthy of love, then what more do you need? Like, this is so much. You're already incredible. And I hope you can see that. Now we have Whale, and I'm going to show you what it says in the book. If ever you want to read it, this is it. You can screenshot and read if you want. But it's really saying that you're a very ancient soul, that you have a lot of wisdom. This is probably because you've been through so many lifetimes, and not just on this planet, probably on other planets too. And you've accumulated so much knowledge. And now you've come to a place of a balance. Yeah, you've come into this life to reach this place of balance and wholeness, so that you can share all of your accumulated knowledge with people, which is going to help them grow and which is going to help the world advance in itself. And so I feel like you could be a divine feminine, whether you're a man or a woman, it does not matter. Divine feminines are just is just an energy, and they're meant to share compassion and love, so that to heal people, including themselves. Now, Tarantula is talking about the purpose. I'm also going to show you if ever you want to read this. But it's saying that you have a decision to make. And that decision is to choose your purpose, which we call Dharma in Sanskrit. So your purpose here, I've already told you, but it's basically to share your knowledge with the whole world. You have so much to offer, so much knowledge, so much wisdom. And I feel that you have huge healing capacities too. And as long as you don't choose to follow this Dharma, as long as you don't take action, fulfillment will come really difficultly in your life. You'll have a really hard time being fulfilled and attracting what you want to manifest in your life if you don't follow the path of your life purpose. Because this is why you're here. This is why you were meant to be here in this life. So to follow your life purpose and help all of those people heal as you heal yourself, and as you just learn about life and discover the secrets of life and the world and the universe and all of that. Now, why is also very interesting. It's kind of the secret to this whole thing, really. If you want to read this, not this part, but just here and here. So this is saying that one of the most important things for you to understand is to know where your intention comes from. So when you make a decision, why are you making this decision? What is the intention behind it? Or when you're making a project, creating something, surrounding yourself with certain people, speaking, like whatever you do, what is your intention behind it? Your intention is incredibly powerful, especially as this kind of being and soul that you are. Your intention is powerful because it creates the outcome. You literally create the outcome with your intention. And so if you do something and there's no purpose behind it, there's probably nothing that's going to come out of it. But if you do something with a specific intention, so let's say I'm doing this reading here, me personally, because I needed to feel my own worth, and I wanted to share this sense of worth that I've come to find for myself with other people. As I'm discovering my self-worth in my own life, I also want other people to discover their own self-worth. So this was my intention in doing this reading. Okay, so whatever you do, you need to find a reason why you're doing it, and that's going to create the most wonderful outcome you can possibly imagine. Well, I think you guys already know that you are, just because you are a being, just because you are a soul. And this is the trick here. This is the trick behind this reading, is that every single living being is worthy of love. But this reading was meant to show you the nature of your soul and your specific qualities, which you can use to make yourself feel like you're worthy of love, because you are worthy of love regardless. You are worthy of success regardless. But this is the nature of your soul, and this is showing you how incredible you are, so that you can realize how worthy you are. So if you chose pile number 3, this was your reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.